Well, I'm leaving the Shangri-La campground. It was pretty loud. There's a property next door. They had like a DJ half the night. And campsites. There's no outhouse or anything nearby. There is one central shower washroom in the middle of the trailer park. So it'll do, but it's not easy access for everything. It's already 30 degrees with the humidity. I am feeling very fatigued from yesterday, and it felt good just to get off my feet and hydrate. And I'm gonna see what the day brings. Lots of breaks, lots of water, and we'll get to Tobermory when we get to Tobermory. Let's dry it up. Ooh, the mosquitoes are a little bit annoying here this morning. Morning so far is kind of like switchbacks up and down the escarpment to a road crossing, and then back up, and then back up to a road crossing. It is warm, but it is beautiful, at least right now. And I will admit the trail is, so far at least, very well marked. Normally I can stand wherever I am and see the next blaze. Very well blazed so far. So we're still in the Niagara section, and I believe tomorrow I'll be hitting the Iroquois section, and we keep making our push. Whew. Finished having a little breakfast snack, and I'm making a point to stay very hydrated today, and I'm taking lots of breaks. Found this nice little bench actually here at the 20 Valley Trail where it meets the Bruce Trail. This little spot here above all the stairs probably be a nice little spot that you could tuck in for a wild camp if it was the right time of day. But take advantage of benches when you find them. Bring your core temperature down and take a load off. Oh, I forgot about this. I forget the name of it. There's a plaque over here. It's an old homestead. Oh wow, it's so beautiful. Beautiful cabin. I could live in here quite comfortably by myself. Wow. Fairchild Cabin. Built between 1797 and 1810. It's crazy. It actually said, you know, when you think about that cabin, 10 to 12 family members in it. Sometimes my house isn't big enough for the whole family. Wow. Don't know if you can see all the garbage everywhere. And a fire pit. Leave no trace. It's stuff like this that gives thru-hikers a bad name, and why people are up in arms when you wild camp. No fires, no garbage. I'm trying to see if I can get a view couldn't see Balls Falls. I could hear it, but there was no way to get in because of the trees. Doesn't look like we're gonna see it at all. Oh well, it's still beautiful. To admit, I'm feeling a little bit better today. I'm hot and I'm tired, but yesterday I was really in the, I call it the pain cave of the brink of heat exhaustion. So I was able to rest, bring my core temperature down, and drink lots of water. Even though I was drinking lots, I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful today. But today, there's a little bit more beauty around, which I think is helping my state of mind. Well, I just took a little siesta. I had lunch. I had to come off trail to find water. I ran into 2 day hikers and I asked about the next 2 creeks I was hoping to fill up on, and both of the creeks were dry. I just passed one of them and it is dry. So I found a house. They filled me up. Right now I'm carrying nearly 9 pounds of water. Honestly, I'm feeling really beat right now. I am fatigued with the heat and I'm trying to be really careful, but it's really hard to put miles in when you're having to stop so much because of the heat. Right now it's 41 degrees with the Humidex. It is warm. Anyway, let's see how it goes. I'm at Cave Springs, and the camp shows on the map that it's further down, but it's right on the trail. If I had enough water for the night, I would stay here. Man. But I'm not gonna have enough water for the night, so I still have a few hours I can keep going, taking a few steps, braking, lots of bum brakes to bring down my core temperature. It'd be great if I was able to know that this was here. Oh well. Trying to get some sugar for energy and hydrate. I'm gonna have to resupply my water. I'll be coming up to Quarry Road soon, so hopefully there's a house. Looks like there's a couple of creeks, but who knows if they're gonna be dried up or not. I think I'm gonna try to make my way to the Kingsman Park. It's like a dog park thing. And see if I can wild camp there. It's 3 or 4 kilometers from where I am. It'll probably take me a few hours at this rate. I have a headache. I'm so thirsty, it's unbelievable. And I feel a little bit of nausea, like I'm gonna be sick. I feel confused, kind of dopey, but that's kind of normal, isn't it? But I'm taking lots of breaks. I just need to get to where I need to be. And today will be less mileage. It'll be under 20, like maybe 17, 18, I don't know. But it feels like I've hiked 35 kilometers right now. Yesterday kicked my ass. And today is no different. Today is, rough because I didn't sleep great. And I had heat exhaustion yesterday, let's be honest. So I'm hoping I can keep going. You know what? Just do what I can do. But I'm at a pretty little vista. There was a neat one over there, but I was a little bit dizzy. I didn't want to risk being at the edge and doing something stupid. Right now there's a little breeze up here. I'm cooling down, bringing down my core temperature. And funny, I'm really not a fan of candy, but it's like instant sugar. Hopefully give me a bit of a boost that I need to keep going. Well. Oh, this is nice. Not too rough. So I think I'm about half a kilometer for the parking area at the Kingsman Park. All the creeks have been dried up. I have mild heat exhaustion again. I will admit, I know sugar's bad for you when you have heat exhaustion. However, I like to keep snacks when I'm backpacking, like fruit to go, and I decided to try those fruit gummies this time. And within 10 minutes, my head cleared up and I felt more alert to get some blood, some sugar right into my system. You know, years ago when I was working in horticulture, outside every day, a lot of the time, on a day like today, I'd have like I did yesterday, I'd have a pop, because it just suddenly like wakes you up. So I'm glad I did that, but I've been panicking here about water. Less than 1.5 liters is not going to be enough for the night. I'll probably be done that in the next hour. Looking for a blaze. I'm glad I didn't overdo it pushing the mileage. I really couldn't do it today. My body said no. And but I decided to push on from the Cave Springs area here in the hopes that there was water. But I just had an idea, because even though this is very rural, it's not like rural where I live. Where I live, there's nothing. You know, there's no fast food restaurants, there's no Ubers, no Uber Eats. And that got me thinking. So I checked Uber Eats, and it looks like they'll deliver. So I might get myself a little pizza or something, and maybe some bottles of water. So right now it says it will. So I figure I'm gonna wait until I get to the parking area so I can rest and just situate myself and think things through. But I'm hoping that is gonna be my saving grace tonight. If not, I'm gonna have to continue down off the trail, down the road to find houses. When I came out of the Cave Springs area, there was a few houses. As I crossed the road, I went up and down. Not one place had anybody home. So a little bit of panic. But I am hoping that my Uber Eats plan is gonna work. Because really we're not that far from civilization, you know? It's not the same kind of rural, remote area that like I live in. Towns are very close. And fingers crossed, that would be amazing. Right now I could go for a pizza. Actually, a pizza and a beer would be amazing. But a pizza and some water, preferably cold, because I've been rationing what I have left for the last maybe hour and a half. Even though I want to drink it all right now, I know I can't. But you know, ups and downs of hiking. I'm not going to pretend that it's all amazing fun all the time. It's hard, and this heat is brutal, and you know, I'm on the brink of getting sick from it right now. Again, yesterday I was like this and I pushed too hard, and then today ideally I should be recovering from it, but I'm out doing it again. So the ups and downs. It's the reality of it. I probably sound really whiny, talking about how hot I am, how tired I am, and my constant concern for water. So far on this trail, that seems to be the concern. Water. You know, when I'm carrying 4.5 liters of water at a time, and I'm not making it to a water source, and I'm rationing what I have. On a day like today, I've already drank, I think, about at least 8 liters of water today. But yeah, so that's a little update. So I'm hoping that if I can keep my body healthy enough, I can continue on the trail. Because earlier today, I almost made a call to a friend of mine in Hamilton. Said, come get me. I need air conditioning and water. But a few little things to take care of myself. And then I go on, slow and steady. So the trail came out here and goes back up there towards the dog park area. There's some houses right here. I knocked on a door and asked if I could use the hose, so my water situation is at least okay. Back up to 9 pounds. I'm gonna head to the dog park, see if there's an area I can stealth camp. Now that I have the idea of Ubering a pizza, I'm not sure. It sounds delicious. Right now, I just want to cool down and get off my feet. Right here is where I set up my tent last night. This is Kingsman Park. I Ubered myself a pizza. I needed that. I stored a bunch of carbs last night. Hopefully it'll help me get through today. The trail comes right through here, so there's not even really an indent from my tent. It was very hot last night. Didn't sleep really well. And I set my alarm an hour earlier this morning, but it's just no get up and go right now. So let's see where we end up today. All right. Just coming out of the Mountain View Conservation area. This is actually where I had hoped to make it to last night. There was a little grassy patch just off a little bit on the trail. I would have made a nice little camp spot, but I didn't have another 5 kilometers in me yesterday. And so that puts me off of where I want to be today. See, it is amazing how some days I can just put down miles, and other days I can do half of what I was hoping to. So I might be able to make it if I push to where I want it to be. And if not, then I will be somewhere else. All right, I think we have a road walk for a little bit. Well, I came out to a road junction and I needed to refill water. So I passed the junction where it reconnects to the trail, and I had to keep walking down this road until I knocked on about 6 doors until a lady answered, you know, and she let me fill up my water at her hose, which was kind of her. But she's like, well, you shouldn't be hiking if you can't carry your water. And I looked at her and I'm like, I've already gone through 4.5 liters today. Most of the water's dried up. I have no choice. And she was just kind of scowled at me. Anyway, thank you for being kind enough to fill up my water begrudgingly from your hose, but fuck off. Welcome to the Iroquois Club section of the Bruce Trail. Niagara section is done. On to the Iroquois. Just starting from the Iroquois section marker, Grimsby Mountain. It was supposed to be cooler today. Just check the weather network. It's 41 degrees Celsius again. Man, the heat is kicking my ass. I'm gonna play today by ear. My goal was to be in Hamilton tomorrow and spend the night at a friend's place. Don't think I can make that mileage today and tomorrow. And I'm still feeling sick. Started up again here. The nausea, my guts, my head. So heat exhaustion is a serious thing. Considering playing it by ear to see where I get, and messaging my buddy to see if, because he offered to pick me up and then drop me off back at the trail. So either I might get him to pick me up, drop me off in the morning, or pick me up. I'll take a 0 to try and recover from the heat if the weather's gonna pan out. If it stays like this, I'm not gonna be able to continue. This is insane. This is insane. And you know, most of my trips end up having a few days of gross like this. But you know, what's problematic is finding water. It's been so brutal finding water. I said I had to come off trail and reconnect off of a road a while ago because I was out of water and needed water again. So let's go.
Hello, I'm Paul McClanahan. I live in Grimsby. I'm within the Bruce Trail. I volunteer, trail captain in this section. I've been with trail maintenance for about 15 years since I retired. Loving it.
Thank you, Paul.
Bye-bye.
This is what I hike for. Look at that. Oh. Ooh. Good little climb to get up here. It's weird being so close to the edge. Heights don't bother me, but I'm kind of like dizzy. Not vertigo, but dizzy. And all right, well, I'm at the road. I'm waiting for my buddy Nick to pick me up. What a sweetheart. I'm either gonna take tomorrow off to rest, or maybe I could slack pack. But it's becoming full-blown heat exhaustion, so I need to take care of myself, and the trail will be here tomorrow. So I just know that getting over Grimsby Mountain and then hitting the road was a long, drawn-out process. You know, when I'm doing like 1 kilometer an hour right now, because I have to keep stopping because I'm overheating, it's an unsafe thing. But good news is I'm gonna be cool soon, and I'm really lucky to have a friend so close that is willing to help support me a bit right now if I need it. So you know, it's one of those things that, you know, good friends are hard to come by.